Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, Seth on the hello, Junior. And then check my strings real quick. Yeah, looks good. Alright, so hello ladies and gentlemen, Seth on the hello, Junior. How's everybody today? Alright, so I kind of picked up a new toy, or a new ship. Anything this thing, so I can see anything inside. There. Alright, so as I was saying, I kind of picked up a new toy. Now this is the ironic, Brigid, multi-mission Sodalian Explorer. You have to do dice add-ons, you have to do little, just 60 to basically take it out. Now you can get the pack. I actually picked up the pack part, so I got like 6,000, that's everything else and all, because I didn't like saving up, grinding, saving up, that's everything else, converting to the exchange. So I got the $6,000 in one, so I've got the 3 shit, that's everything else and all, the T601. Now there is a large attack where you can get one to the Federation, one to the Romulan, one to the Klingon. I used to get those, just everything else, but, going to that amount, you're literally having to blow like $100, literally, just to really get that much, just everything else. So I've been buying these little, small attackers. It's basically, $50 plus another $20, $70 in total, and you still got like maybe 1,000 cents left over if you do it that way. Or you can do like I've been doing. Go ahead and blow 50, but then that last 20, grind like hell, convert your dialect into Zens, grind some more, convert some more of that, dialect into Zens, and get that last, 2,000 that you need, just everything else that way. That's how I've been doing it. But let's take a look. Now these are the 3 shit. Now these here is actually the teeth sides. Just everything else, which I also have, and if you go, to one of my other videos, you'll see me where I showed them what they look like, what they can do. These are the other 2. I want to say this is, okay, that's the tactical one. This one, I'm guessing that's the engineer one, and that one's definitely tactical. That one right there, definitely tactical. The admiral ship, because I do have the one, just everything else. Now it does come with the charged particle radiation once you get the trade unlocked. While the trader slot, activating charged particle burst will cause a secondary, last potent version of charged particle burst to emit from each target, ability causing a chain reaction. No, actually these are, well, if you consider them the repeat of the T-Tides, yeah. But they're not, unfortunately. They're not really tech classes, retake classes. They're... There it is. And there it is. Now it says available because I've already got the shit that everything else. The die themselves. Yeah, see, die themselves are 3,000 each die themselves, or you can die the bundle pack for 6,000, or you can get the whole bundle pack, all of them. You get the third, the Romulan, and the Klingon version, the 12. But no, these are not really retake shit. These are basically, T6, 1, 2, everything else. And like I said, these are the updated class of the T-Thoughts. So you've got the T-Thoughts that came out like a couple of years ago, everything else. The Delta class. Like when you're watching the cutscene and, the one, tactical officer that's sitting next to you as you're flying the shuttle, to you in the Marina class. And she said, that's the class. I'm going to fly that shit one day. That's the class. That's the shit that's actually in that cutscene right there. That is the ship. I inclined the updated, T6 of these here, just everything else and all. I mean, overall, it's not a bad ship. I'll put it this way: it's not a bad ship. All right, bridge-wise, again, because it is basically a science ship, so you're going to get a lot here. This guy here is universal, so you can put anything. Notice it is considered a temporal ship. So this is one seat right here. It's the temporal officers. Then you've got 2 for engineer, 2 for tactical. Again, like I said, this is universal. Just everything else and all. So there's the bridge layout. I am running the and this is the one reason why I like this ship. This is actually an auxiliary cannon. So this actually powers off of your auxiliary power. Not your weapons power, your auxiliary. So, the science officer that wants to go a cannon build, this is the ship for you guys. Because as you can see, I am running a whole cannon build. I have my dielectric setup on here. I've got the trillium enhanced phaser set on here. I do have the one, quad cannon that you get from the Defiant ship. I do have that on here. But the one reason why I like this ship, again, this goes off your auxiliary, so the no power you dump into your auxiliary through your science, that is also getting a boost off of your auxiliary power, just everything else and all. This ship also, now what kind of neat thing that a while back ago is when you did the storyline and you picked up the protonaut field ejector from the Lucari story, and thinking, okay, I'm going to get these other pieces from the other story, blah, 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 blah. No, thank you. Thank you for playing. Thank you for dying and spending money. By the way, if you want the rest of these pieces, you've got to get the T6 multi-mission ships. So this is the one piece that you get from the one. It's come to new.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for...
No, not you. Where's it come from you? Nah, I think it comes from...
The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of the Alpha Quadrant. The data suggests another weapon...
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved.
Searching for signs of weaponized protomatter, one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery.
Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok,
totally
the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is a...
No, it wouldn't come to me, I don't think.
We recently received a distress signal from the USS Forrestal, a ship we thought was lost in the Nexus back in 2330.
Nah, it doesn't come to you guys.
With the war over, it's time for us to rebuild, to take stock of our situation, and to return to our...
I know how to look it up. Do it this way. That way I can get it to pop over on the Discord channel. Da 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 da. And then I can use the Discord search, which basically connects to the Google search engine to look for the damn thing. Console for the matter, attention to Oh, that's right. Yeah, it comes from the ship. Okay, that's right. So, when you're doing the 7-year anniversary ship, what dug the hell out of me is because I thought we was going to be doing like the storyline and it'll get all the other pieces because they do a lot of times to the other pieces, like the quantum set, the, prolonged set and stuff like that, everything else. You do one story, then you go back to it again, then you go back to it again, you get all these pieces from the storyline. Now, this actually comes from the little Dorito shit that me and Aaron was calling it, the little USS Dorito. So it comes from that piece, just everything else and all. So, and then you get this piece, which comes from and these come from the other shit. So, if you want to get all of these and get the bonuses, you need to literally die the attack to get all of them, just everything else and all. So, there's that one. There's that one. I mean, it's interesting, just everything else. Now this radiation dart, man, it's literally like a quantum beam thing. Like the miracle worker shit. It does that little cone effect, and if there's anything in front of you inside that cone, it's going to get this radiation dart, man. And it, like I said, it's just like the miracle worker shit that does that cone effect and does that radiation hit and everything else. And of course there's all pictures. So like I said, later on I'll put these into the link so that way you can be able to see the whole set. So we'll definitely do that. So you see, as I'm flying, my accuracy's kind of gone down some. Just everything else, the shield, yeah, it's not so great. Just everything else and all, but overall, it's not a bad little ship. Especially if you want to fly like a cannon, as you can see. Turn rate's not bad. Now the other thing is, I did also bring, as I said, this is all the pieces here to make the one ship. This here is from the T-Tide. So, I've actually brought the T-Tide multi-mission parts and put the T-Tides on here, and these are its parts, just everything else and all. Making its little thing, just everything else and all. Those are all from the T-Tide miracle multi-mission ship, just everything else. And then, of course, I've got that makes the other one. Again, I've got the reinforcement, because it is kind of the phaser shit, because of this guy right here. So it is kind of the phaser shit, just everything else. I've got this little piece on here, just everything else. It's also working with this little piece, which is the kind of command set, just everything else. Then I've got this one little guy to kind of throw heals. So you see, all of this here is basically healing powers, where I can heal myself, or I can heal the team. I do have that Thor's challenge thing, but then, like I said, you've got this here. There's anybody in front of me, I can pound down. This is that multi-mission 6, where it basically does, if you're like got the escorts and it does that ion stream, ion energy bolt thingy. It literally looks exactly like the same thing. And then the multi-mission ship basically fires a quantum dino ray type, kind of like a style lance, but instead of being phaser style, it's a quantum type, style lance. And I have these two over here, because this is the knee. The only thing I've kind of noticed when I activate these two little devices, they both operate on the same timer. One just basically gives me an energy boost to everything else. So if there's anybody pounded on me to everything else, I'm going to get a charge up to everything else and all. Well, this guy right here, when I hit this guy, yeah, I basically, as you notice, the weapons go offline. I really can't turn, because I'm just kind of going straight, kind of. Yes, it is, Ronnie. In fact, let me show you, ladies and gentlemen. I can never find the dot into this thing. I always find the top. Alright, so like I said, as you're flying around this everything else, this ship, you know, if you want to do the cannon ship and use cannons to everything else, yeah, the multi-mission T5 and multi-mission T6, because I now have both of them. You definitely want to kind of go this route, because when you're dumping power as a science officer, dumping power into the auxiliary, you know, throwing gravity well 3, virtual matrix 3, Titan drift 3, all of those, that takes a lot of your auxiliary. Plus, if you're using pads, your pads run off your auxiliary, so the more power you dump in your auxiliary, the more nasty your little pets will become, which is, you know, your shuttlecraft, your, you know, like little fighters, the Romulan fighters, the Scorpion fighters, all of them, they run off your auxiliary. Well, if you go with a cannon build and keep your auxiliary way up like crazy, you kind of want to go this way, because this gun, as you can see, it is an auxiliary dual-headed taser cannon, which basically runs off your auxiliary. So the more power you dump into your auxiliary, the more powerful this gun actually becomes. As you can see here, target style, it's very narrow, because it is a dual-headed cannon. It is very narrow. But the more you dump into your auxiliary, the more your DDS will go up, to everything else and all. Signature style, as you see, reduces all of this stuff. When it does kick in, you see I get a plus 20 accuracy, and now a lot of this is because of the traits I'm using, the bridge officers I'm using. So a lot of this is, you know, coming off of those traits and getting the boost to everything else. But the baseline right here, 1.9 max, target dose, 45 firing arc, 10 kilometer range, 2.9 second recharge time. So it don't take long for it to recharge and fire again. It don't take long. Now we're going to go to my one favorite stock, the battle engines. But I mean, overall, it's not a bad little shit. I actually like it. Oh, hi. Yeah, I can do that. Give me a minute. Finally, one of my dollars wants to jump on and talk to me, so give me a minute. Alright, so there, if anybody wants to jump on and talk to me, there's the Discord link to jump on my channel and talk to me. There. Like I said, go to the testing ground and kind of test the little toy out. The thing is, now that we're here, get out of this thing so the thing's not blocking. Alright, so now bridge wise, it's got a standard bridge. You know, don't have any special bridge, unfortunately. But that's what it looks like close up. Now this little thing up here is interesting. You know, I'm guessing that's supposed to be where all the science powers and whatever whatnot comes from. So that's what it looks like close up. Yeah. Yeah, let's go blow at things. I want the signs. There he is.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, calm down. And you see, they don't take long. Not through a cannon though, they don't not take long at all.
Warning, ship is under attack. Right shields failing.
And then you do this, I can throw a dot on everybody.
4 shields failing.
Another gravity well on your ass. Alright, get out of the way, I can't see it. Alright, open fire. And there's that energy dope thing I was telling you about. Finally. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, this one makes me practically immune, as you can see.
Target's shields have failed.
Back up, back up.
Target's shields have failed.
And as you can see, for a cannon build, it's not bad at all. For a cannon build. Not bad at all for a cannon build. There's that total energy bolt.
Target's shields have failed.
Now they're out of my range. Now, back up, back up, back up.
Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
Yeah, I think we've done enough testing. Yeah, take it, Nalut. Nalut.
Rear shields failing. 4 shields failing.
I don't much got enough accolade for that other game, I guess. I mean, overall, not that little ship, you can say. So the science characters who want to fly a cannon-built ship, yeah, this is definitely your ship.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
And there's that purple energy bolt thing, eh? Basically, it's like an energy feedback.
Failed.
You know, if you do the,
Rear shields
oh crap, if you get the feedback pulse, that's actually a very powerful thing. In fact, that might actually be better.
shields failing.
That plus the feedback pulse 3, that might be a better deal instead of gravity well. The only reason I'm using the gravity well is because I've got one bridge officer that when I throw a gravity well, I'll get 2, 3, 4 gravity wells, just everything else and all. In fact, I'll show you real quick.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Who's stalling me? Go ahead. Alright, so as I was saying, so like I said, I've got 2 officers. I've got one that's doing a gravity well. So when I throw gravity wells, it'll create like extra gravity wells, that's everything else. But I'm also using Turtle Matrix 3. So when I'm throwing Turtle Matrix, that's everything else, there's a chance that it will not only shut one system down, it'll shut off another one at the same time, that's everything else. So it'll be like 2 subsystems going offline instead of just the one, that's everything else and all. Which is a very powerful type combination, that's like, you know, the science officers. Very powerful combination. So Ronnie, you have any questions? I mean, overall, none of that shit. Like I said, it's 6,000. There it is. Like I said, it's 6,000. I've got the whole Federation pack for 6,000 and just everything else. I am kind of grinding on the trait that everything else and all. The trait is a charged particle radiation reaction, which basically gives you like a double type. So when you hit the charged particle, you have the chance of creating a second charged explosion type, just everything else and all. And let's see. See, I just basically started grinding on it, so there's that. And then the trait wise, there's the setup I'm running. It's also my skill trees. Like I said, I don't have anything in tactical. Like I said, I use my engineering like crazy. I use a lot in the science, the specialization, because it is a temporal ship. I am using the temporal, but I'm also using that new one, that's everything else, this new trait together. Again, this is being a temporal ship, so I am using the temporal ability to everything else. But this ship is considered a temporal ship, that's everything else. Bridge-wise, there's what it looks like I said, this right here is universal, this here is a temporal, these here are your standard seat, that's everything else. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Like I said, get that all time to grind on this, get the accolade off this thing, or the trade off of it, everything else. And like I said, to you people that's interested in joining Star Trek Online, playing Star Trek Online. We are a casual fleet. We'll be glad to bring you in. Dayhill is my recruiter to my fleet, so look for Dayhill. You know, to my fleet and everything else. And thank you for watching, Talon. You, Cleon, you know, you, I'm getting tongue twisted. Coffee's not kicking in, damn it. Coffee, need to go do another, like, get no coffee done in that, you know. Alright, anyway, so Federation players, Little on Proctor, Romulan players, Jolan True, Klingon players, Katla, and I'll see you out there in the stars. Once I get this one grinded up and the trait picked up, I'll be picking up the other ship, taking a look at it, and then the last one. But again, like I said, the science officers that went to go a cannon ship, yeah, this is not that sad. This is not that little ship. This is actually pretty good. And I'll probably put this on the one Vulcan. I'll probably be using this. So, I'll see you all later now. Bye, Ronnie. Bye, everybody.